Good morning. In this video, we're going to be discussing nested loops. So we're going to be mostly looking at lesson 8 and seeing how we can put loops inside of bigger loops. And this has the same benefits a single loop has. It also shortens, it reduces the number of lines you're using in your code. It makes your code neater, and it makes it more flexible as well. Okay, so let's look at a couple. Actually, we'll look at three activities in lesson 8. We'll solve them together, and we'll see how nested loops make our lives easier. So, starting with activity 2, we have a bee that needs to collect nectar from all these flowers. And you'll see here, to get nectar, you need to use this get nectar command. So let's just try one. So I'm going to say move forward, just to get to this first flower and get nectar so you can see what it looks like. Okay, so this is how we get nectar. Now we need to do that for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 flowers. Okay, so as usual, I want to start by not using loops at all, unless it's very obvious. You know, if it's very obvious, then sure. But I'm going to start without using any loops at all. So I did move forward twice, get nectar. I'm going to move forward again, get nectar again. Already I noticed that there are two things there's one thing that's being repeated twice. And if you can see here that this, starting from this move forward to this get nectar, these two lines are being repeated. So let me just put a loop here. So after the first one, let me say move forward, get nectar just once, and I'll repeat that 2 times. Let's see if this works just for the first 2 flowers. Notice that as I'm working, I'm testing things out. I don't expect to get it right from the first go. So this works very well. Now I need to turn right to face downwards. And then I notice here that this is exactly the same as the first row. I'm going to move forward, then I'm going to move forward again, get nectar, then move forward again, get nectar. So it's the exact same as this one. So I'm going to repeat twice. I'm going to say move forward, get nectar. In this case, I put the loop right away because I can see what's happening. So let's do this again. Something happened here. Oh, I needed to put the move forward first. So this is what's nice about testing. And let's try it again. Okay, that's good. Now at this point, we need to turn right again. And now if you notice, we're repeating the blocks again. So let's look at this. We did move forward. So starting from here, we did move forward, repeat 2 times, move forward, get nectar, and then we did turn right. So let's stop this here. Now, again, we started move forward, repeat 2 times, move forward, get nectar, and then turn right. So these two are exactly the same. So in this case, what do? And as always, if something is repeating, we just put it in a loop. So you'll notice that these two are exactly the same. And so I'll get rid of one of them and put the other inside of a loop. And let's try it twice for now. Make sure we can reach the same point right here. Okay, so we're good. Let's just add one more time to get the last couple of flowers. And we're done. And so you can see that we slowly built up. We didn't do it all at once. We slowly built up to get the final result. And this is how I want you to be working on with loops. And always keep in mind the number of blocks that you're expected to use. In this case, they wanted us to use 15 blocks, meaning we would have done this 3 times without using the bigger loop. But we were able to do it with a lot fewer, so that's great. Now let's look at activity number 8. You're this zombie over here. If you've ever played that game, I forgot what it's called. Garden zombie gardens, zombies versus garden. I can't remember. And then you're trying to get this zombie to move all the way to the sunflower down here. Now, I actually don't know how far a move forward block takes you. Let's try it out first. Ah, I see. So you can see the grid here. You can see the dark patches of grass and the light patches of grass. Each one of those is one block. So that makes sense. So we need to move 1, 2, 3, then turn left. So let me just put a repeat block here. I'll do 3, and then turn left. Okay, that's good. Then we need to do 3 more, and turn right. Let's try it out. Oh, we didn't put the number here. Okay, so far so good. Then we need to do same thing, 3 more. All right, and then we want to turn left this time. And then, you know what, I'll just put 3 more because I noticed the pattern now. All right, so we did it, but as you can see here, we're using 12 out of 8 blocks. We're using more blocks than is necessary. And again, I want you to try to find a pattern or something that repeats in our code right here. So looking at the first one, it says repeat 3 times, move forward, then turn left. So far nothing's repeating. Then it says move forward, which looks like it's repeating, but then it says turn right. So up to here, nothing's repeating. But look at this. Then we move forward, turn left again, which was up here. And then we move forward. We don't turn right, but there's no harm in turning right again. If we put this here, oops, let me erase that. If we put that here, nothing's really going to happen. We're still going to get to the sunflower. If we turn right after that, it's not a big problem, right? So we can notice here that these 2 blocks are exactly the same. And so what do? We get a repeat block, put all of this inside, and we're repeating it just twice. And then let me get rid of this. And notice that we're using now 8 out of 8 blocks. That's good, but let's see if it actually works. All right, perfect. Let's see. So we're done. We're able to do a nested loop. There's a loop there are in fact 2 loops inside a bigger loop. Okay, let's do one last one. It's a little bit challenging. This looks simple, but notice how many times you have to do every single thing. So every time you move forward, you need to get nectar 4 times. So get nectar, get nectar, get nectar. And of course, we're not going to do that. Of course, we're just going to put a loop. So this is 4 times. Let's try it out. Okay, so we're able to get all the nectar in this flower. And of course, as we're working, we're testing. And now we need to repeat this as many times as there are flowers. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm going to repeat this 5 times. And let's see if that works. Notice how quickly we put in loops because the pattern is obvious. Okay, great. We're able to get all the nectar. Perfect. Now we need to make honey. Once we get to the honeycomb, we need to actually make honey. So in this case, we move forward and just make honey. So let's try that out. And yeah, you see we need to make honey 4 times. So I'm just going to add a loop here with 4. So let's try this out. Perfect. Perfect. Notice that I didn't have to do it all without a loop first and then add the loops. I added the loops every time I noticed that something is repeating, and so I didn't. Once you start noticing that pattern, you don't need to do it. If you are stuck, then definitely fall back on doing the whole thing without any loops at all. All right, you're going to finish this lesson today. And if you have any questions, please make sure to email me or schedule tutoring. Bye.